Hello everyone, it is I, Fable, your new best friend. How you guys doing? I'm reacting to some MoonRacer. Mostly because I think she's a really neato burrito person. I love her name and I like her design. She's really pretty. Also, this one was also recommended by Jira Go. Check it out. Yep, there you are, bud. If you would like a random shout out in the comment section, please do leave a character you want me to react to. Gojira's really wants me to react to different characters. Goodness gracious. But yes, also recommend me some other stuff. I should watch this one, not analog horror, but that'll probably be tomorrow. Let's go.
For this week's penultimate installment of Obscure Characters Month, we're locking our sights on the enthusiastic young Autobot sharpshooter,
Ooh, she's a sharpshooter.
MoonRacer was an original character created for the Transformers animated series in 1985. She was one of the first female Transformers introduced into the franchise, and appeared in just one episode, The Search for Alpha Trion.
God damn it.
An expert markswoman who transformed into a Cybertronian car, she was the excitable, overeager junior member of an underground team
I
of
love her
female
design.
Autobots
Well, I mean,
who
I
had
love her
remained on
colors.
Cybertron
It's pretty.
after Optimus Prime left the planet,
She's pretty.
waging a guerrilla war against the Decepticons there. During a raid on the Decepticons' Energon storehouse, the impetuous MoonRacer got herself caught in a booby trap. Though she was able to escape with the aid of her teammate Chromia, the delay caused by her misstep allowed the Decepticons to track the female Autobots back to their secret base. The villains demolished the base, trapping the female Autobots in the wreckage, until MoonRacer hit upon the idea of using the Energon cubes they'd stolen earlier to blast their way to...
It's kind of... I understand, that's a clever way of getting out of the trap, but... Isn't Cybertron kind of running low on energy? That's kind of the reason the freaking Decepticons are so mean about it on freaking are so crazy about it in the show.
Freedom.
Oh dear.
The group then joined forces with an Autobot unit who'd come from Earth and defeated the Decepticons in battle. In the process, MoonRacer was reunited with her old flame Powerglide, but she was unable to accept his offer to join him on Earth, knowing it was more important for her to remain on Cybertron and continue the fight there. As a creation of the cartoon, MoonRacer wasn't represented in the original 1980s toy line. She would spend nearly 20 years in near total obscurity, with her only further appearances coming in the form of tiny cameos in one-page comic strips packed in with Japanese-exclusive model kits of RC and Elita 1 in 1996.
Oh, really?
She almost made a return in Dreamwave Productions comic books in 2004, in a storyline that would have seen her and the other female Autobots appear as agents of
I love that. Move over, boys. It's ladies' night. Oh dear.
the evil alien Quintessons, but the company went out of business before the story could be published.
Damn.
Behind-the-scenes troubles continued to plague MoonRacer in 2005, when the official Transformers convention BotCon attempted to produce a toy of her. The figure was a recolor of the Transformers Energon RC toy in MoonRacer's minty colors, and transformed into a motorcycle. But after it had been designed, it was discovered too late that the trademark on the name MoonRacer was unavailable at the time, and consequently, the toy wound up having to be sold as a new version of Chromia instead. Years later, however, the Transformers Collectors Club was able to put the BotCon toy to its intended use in comics published between 2010 and 2011, in which
I'm happy they were actually able to, use the colors they intended in the design in something, which is nice.
MoonRacer featured, drawn based on the toy's appearance. These stories, set on Cybertron in the early days of the war, credited MoonRacer's youthful, impulsive personality to the fact that a key upgrade to her system had never been finished after it was interrupted by a Decepticon attack, arresting her development. She served as assistant to the Autobot sage Alpha Trion and aided
My
the
boy,
Autobot elite
Alpha
guard in
Trion.
battle. It was only a tiny
Okay, it's not
role,
my boy.
but it
Ultra
was still
Magnus
the
is my
most
boy.
significant thing
What are you
MoonRacer
talking
had
about?
done in 25 years. And as the 2010s continued, she slowly racked up more and more of these little appearances. The guidebook, The Covenant of Primus, mentioned her as a member of the Autobot commando unit, the Wreckers, in the era
Ooh.
before the war. She featured in the mobile game Transformers Legends, and she even popped up in the tiniest cameo possible in the Robots in Disguise cartoon.
Oh, damn.
But far and away MoonRacer's biggest role during this time came in the pages of IDW Publishing's comic books, into which she was introduced in 2015. In this continuity, MoonRacer hailed from a long-lost Cybertronian colony on the planet Velocitron, a world whose entire society revolved around speed and racing.
That makes
MoonRacer
sense.
disliked her planet's myopic, insular society, and she pushed back against it by defying convention and racing outside of Velocitron's huge moving cities. When Cybertron finally re-established contact with its colonies, the notoriety MoonRacer's stunt had earned her led to her being chosen as one of Velocitron's ambassadors to the planet. Believing that allying with Cybertron would bring the change Velocitron needed, MoonRacer went behind her fellow ambassador Knockout's back and provided the Autobots with information on a
Knockout.
major upcoming Velocitron race, allowing Autobot speedster Blur to enter and win, dazzling the crowd and convincing Velocitron's populace to join forces with Cybertron. The reunited planets then established the Council of Worlds to govern interplanetary affairs, on which MoonRacer and Knockout served as Velocitron's representatives. In 2018, the first true
Ooh, that's so pretty. I love the design. That's amazing. I wonder how much it costs.
MoonRacer toy was at last released as part of the Power of the Primes line. The figure was a combiner, able to convert into either an arm or a leg to merge with any compatible toys in the series to form a giant robot. Specifically, MoonRacer could combine with her fellow female Autobots to form the towering Orthea. The release of this toy increased MoonRacer's profile further, earning her appearances in more mobile
Aww.
games and in
That's so cute. Yes? Sorry about that. That's so cute. I know it's like a silly Angry Birds fan thing, but like, aww.
In 2020, she made a proper return to TV screens in Netflix's War for Cybertron
Oh
animated
god,
series.
War for Cybertron.
Tragically though, her role in this show was a brief one. She was part of a group of Autobots
No.
searching for the mystical Allspark in the Sea of Rust,
Oh my
where she
god,
was
that's
set upon by an army of
horrible.
zombie Transformers and torn limb from limb.
No, that's messed up.
That's maybe not the
dude.
most inspiring point on which to end this story of an obscure character who's
really
slowly
not.
been increasing in
Jesus.
recognizability over the last few years. But like the waxing of the moon, hopefully bigger and brighter roles await MoonRacer in the future.
Oh man, I like her. I
And
love her
those are the
design.
basics
It's
on
cute.
MoonRacer. Tell me your thoughts on her in the comments.
I
Remember
love
to
her,
like and
dude.
subscribe for more Transformers history.
Alright guys, thank you for coming. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. Thank you again for Dojiro for mentioning it. I had already planned to watch her, but I just wanted to give you another quick shout out because you seem like a nice soul. Anyway, guys, if you wanna support me, link in the description to my Ko-Fi. I'm trying to save up to get a live 2D model, kind of like the one Mech has, and in the way a lot of other VTubers have. I'm gonna go check out how much a MoonRacer toy costs because they're pretty expensive, I bet. Anyway, bye.